Yeah, so welcome back once again to Pet Heavens. In this particular video, we are gonna cover one of the most massive and the most largest type of bear, that is the polar bear, or we can also call it the snow bear. In their look, they look very awesome, and they look pretty. But today we'll search something, and I'll give you some information about these type of polar bear or snow bear. Normally you will find these bear in high temperature, like in a very low temperature, sorry, like you will get these type of bear in a snowy areas, or most of the time, not most of the time, almost all the bears, about 80%, they live in the Antarctic Ocean because they can't survive under the high temperature. So here let's discuss some fact about polar bear, or we can also call it the snow bear because they live under the snowy area. So the polar bear is a hypercarnivorous bear whose native range lies largely within the Antarctic Circle. In comprising the Antarctic Ocean, its surrounding seas, and surrounding land masses. It is the largest extant bear species as well as the largest extant land carnivores. So, as you know, the fact that the polar bear, or the white bear, or we can also call it the snow bear. So, it is the largest extant species on the land, and are also the largest carnivore. Like as far as the breeds of the bear are concerned, like there are other types of bear too exist. Like we have bears in the forest, but those bears are different from the snow bear. So these are the snow bears. If we talk about the mass of these bears, so the mass of these bears vary from 450 to 470 kg. I'm talking about the rough idea. So the mass may vary, like I'm talking about the adult bear. So the mass of adult bear may be from 450 to 470 kg. The height is about 1.8 to 2.4 meter. And if we talk about the conservation status of this type of polar bear, so the population of this bear is increasing day by day, is decreasing day by day at a very high rate. So we must be conscious about it, and we should take steps how to survive and how to protect these polar bears. And the speed, if you talk about the speed, so the speed is about 40 kilometer per hour. I'm talking about the maximum speed of adult. And these were the some fact about the polar bear. And if we talk about the skin of the polar bear, how they survive in such a cold area, so like the polar bears, they have a coat on their skin. A polar bear, like they have a thick layer of body fat which keep them warm while swimming, while surviving the cold weather, and bearing the cold weather. So why? Because they have a layer on upon their body, and a double layered coat